Okay, real quick. Can I tell y'all something that's going to save you from making a very expensive mistake? Because I have watched so many creators do this. They decide they're serious about content creation. They get inspired. They motivated. They open Amazon at midnight and they spend $400 on a camera, a ring light, a microphone, a green screen, a tripod, a LED strip for the background, and some little decorative shelves to put behind them so they setup looks professional. And then they film one video and the audio sounds like they recorded it inside a bowl of cereal. And the lighting makes him look like a ghost, who is also somehow sweating. And the camera is technically recording, but nothing looks the way that it looked in the unboxing video on YouTube. And then they gave up. Not because they're not talented, but because nobody told them what to actually buy, in what order, and why. That is why we are fixing it today. I'm going to walk you through the exact equipment and app setup that you need as a content creator, from the basics all the way up, so you can build a setup that actually works for the content you're trying to make. Let's go. What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Indescribable, aka Geraldine Lake, and I'm here to get you paid, okay? I need to establish something before we talk about anything else, because this is the piece of information that would have saved me so much money early on. Audio matters more than video, full stop, okay? I know that sounds backwards. We are visual creatures. We talk about cameras constantly, but here is what the research actually shows, and here is what your own behavior probably confirms if you think about it. People will watch a slightly blurry or grainy video if the audio is clear. They'll click off a crystal clear 4K video within 30 seconds if the audio sounds bad. Bad audio makes your content feel unprofessional, even when everything else looks great. It makes people feel like something is wrong without being able to put their finger on what. And it makes brands not take you seriously, which costs you money. So before you spend a single dollar on a camera upgrade, make sure your audio situation is handled. A USB microphone like a Blue Yeti is a classic starting point, and you can find it for under $130. If you film on the go or you move around a lot, a lavalier mic that clips to your shirt is a game changer, and you can find solid options for under $50. Whatever you do, stop using your built-in laptop microphone. It's not your friend. I've said this before. It is just something that was already there, and you deserve better. Lighting. Let's talk about lighting. This is the one that makes the biggest visible difference in your content. It's also the one that confuses people the most, because there are approximately 9,000 options and half of them are not worth buying, okay? So let me simplify it for you. Natural light is free and it's beautiful, but it is not reliable. If you are filming at 7 p.m. in January, natural light is not coming to save you. And even if you film during the day, a cloud can roll in mid-sentence and suddenly your whole lighting situation has changed. You cannot build a consistent content schedule around something you cannot control. For most creators starting out, a ring light is the most accessible option. It's affordable, it's easy to set up, and it gives you that even, flattering light that makes your skin look good and your eyes look bright. The only downside is that the ring lights can look a little flat, and sometimes you see circle reflections in people's eyes, which, once you notice it, you can't really unsee it. But for where most beginners are starting, a ring light is perfectly fine. If you want to level up, a key light gives you more professional dimensional lighting. It mimics the way lighting is done in actual studios and on film sets. You position it slightly to one side and slightly above your face, and the result looks so much more polished. Brands like Elgato make great key lights in the $100 to $200 range. The goal is consistent, flattering light every single time you hit record. That's it. You're not trying to win a cinematography award. You're just trying to look like you know what you're doing. Good lighting gets you there faster than almost anything else. Now we can talk about cameras, and I'm going to say something that might surprise you. Your phone is probably fine. I know, it feels wrong to say, and it probably felt wrong for you to hear it, but hear me out. Modern smartphones shoot in 4K. They have built-in stabilization and portrait mode. They got features that cameras that cost thousands of dollars didn't have 10 years ago. And if you have an iPhone 12 or newer, or a Samsung Galaxy S series from the last few years, you have a camera that is more than capable of producing professional-looking content. The thing that is probably making your phone footage look less professional is not the phone. It's the lighting and the audio, which we just covered. Now, if you are ready to invest in a dedicated camera, you're looking at a few different options depending on your content style. A webcam like the Logitech C922 is great if you film primarily at a desk for YouTube or podcast style content. It's a plug and play, no extra equipment needed, and the quality is solid. For more versatile filming, especially if you film yourself out in the world, something like a Sony ZV-1 or a DJI Osmo Pocket gives you compact, high quality footage that is easy to use without a whole production setup. The rule is buy the camera that fits the content you are actually making right now, not the content you imagine making one day. Okay, start where you are and then upgrade as you grow. Equipment is only half the setup though, so let's talk about the tools that actually turn your raw footage into content that's worth watching. Editing is where your content either comes to life or dies a slow death of jump cuts and mismatched audio levels. And the good news is you don't need expensive software to edit well. CapCut is completely free, and it is genuinely one of the best editing tools available for short form content. It has auto captions, trending templates, beat sync, background removal, and it works on both mobile and desktop. If you're primarily creating Reels, TikToks, or YouTube Shorts, CapCut should absolutely be in your toolkit. For long-form YouTube content, DaVinci Resolve is a free professional-grade editing software that actual filmmakers use. The learning curve is steeper than CapCut, but the output is incredible and it costs you nothing to get started. For graphics and thumbnails, Canva, non-negotiable. If you are not using Canva to make your thumbnails, your channel art, your story graphics, and your media kit, you are doing extra work for no reason. The free version is powerful and the pro version is worth every penny once you are generating income. Now, for content scheduling and auto posting, tools like Outfy let you schedule content across multiple platforms at once. So you're not manually posting the same video 7 times to 7 different platforms like it's a part-time job, because it should not be. Your setup is not just your camera and your light. It's the whole ecosystem of tools that makes your content machine run. Get the tools, learn the tools, let the tools do their job. Last thing before we wrap up, and this is the practical part that I really want you to take with you. You don't have to buy everything at once. In fact, I'm going to strongly advise you against it, because I've seen creators blow their entire equipment budget in one Amazon cart and then have nothing left over for the actual business side of things. Here is how I would sequence it if I were starting over right now today. Month 1, audio first. Get a microphone. That's your biggest quality upgrade for the least amount of money. Month 2, lighting. Get you a ring light or a key light, and your content is going to look noticeably different immediately. Month 3, assess your camera situation honestly. If your phone is doing the job, then keep using it and redirect that money elsewhere. If you genuinely need an upgrade, now is the time. After that, editing software, scheduling tools, and any accessories like a tripod, a phone, mounts, a backdrop, depending on your setup. This is a business. Businesses make smart investments over time. They do not max out on equipment day one and then have no money left to actually promote the content. So pace yourself, build intentionally, and your setup will evolve as your channel does. Now, if you watch this whole video and you're like, okay, but I still don't exactly know which microphone or which light to actually buy. Well, that's exactly why I made Lit from the Start. It's a digital guide that breaks down my exact camera, lighting, microphone, webcam, and app setup with pro tips for each one and direct Amazon links to every single product, so you're not spending 3 hours in a Reddit rabbit hole trying to figure out what to buy. You just open the guide, click the link, add it to your cart, and done. It's a digital download, so you get it instantly. The link is in the description, and even if you don't grab it, please walk away from here with this. Your setup doesn't have to be perfect to get started. It just has to be intentional. So start with audio, add some lighting, and build from there. The content you make with a $50 microphone and a ring light is infinitely better than the content you never made because you were too busy waiting for it to be perfect. So go film something. And I'm going to see y'all in the comments. Now, drop what piece of equipment you're buying first, because I want to know. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you know every single time your girl uploads. I will catch y'all in the next video. Peace. As always, don't forget to shop my merch at www.oktobeapparel.com and make sure you grab your copy of Lit from the Start so you can upgrade your content today.